Hi, my name is Niki. Online people know me as Nomad Finance Girl or NFG. My community is Nomad Finance Girls and Guys, where we teach people how to live intentionally through values-based personal finance. When I was 23, I hit my second million pesos, and I lost them all when I turned 24 because of a terrible relationship. And I decided to write about my misadventures on money and business, and people started following me because of that. A few years after, I think around 100,000 followers later, people started asking for a community. So our community is really follower driven, and now we have paid subscribers. The biggest challenge is, of course, you always have to go through your limiting beliefs. Like, do I really want to monetize my followers? Isn't that bad? Isn't it bad to get money from people who trust you? So I really had to do a lot of inner work because of that. But as I face them on, as I realized that I'm giving so much value to many people, and people do want to pay me for the value that I give them, it became a lot smoother, not just for me, but for also the people that I am serving. I believe that it's not enough for you to just put a lot of people in one place and call it a community. I think a community really is made of people who have the same values, or at least aligned values, and they follow this mission that they're aware about and they really want to join and be part of. I think that's an effective and powerful community. In fact, my community members call it a cult because it's really just like that. When I say we go here, we teach personal finance in this place, we do this project, they really go. And we run with a lot of volunteers. And yeah, I think that makes a successful and powerful and influential community. I think my biggest accomplishment in my community is when I see people going away from the NFG brand, when they stop like worshiping NFG as an influencer and they start creating their own projects. And that's really when I see that we've created this legacy. And I always say that if you want to create something big, stop finding your passion, number one, and number two, stop trying to create a legacy, because the more you try to create a legacy, the more that it won't happen. But instead, start focusing more on yourself and what you can do, because when you do, people just see you light up and they have no choice but to be brighter themselves. And when I see them doing their own thing, doing their own projects, creating their own communities, I think that's the proudest moments for me. I think a lot of people would describe a community as a family, but for me, a better term would be a tribe, where people really have this common vision and common mission, and they're really trying to protect something and protect each other. And you can only do that if you have shared or aligned values. So for me, you can't be called a community just because there's a lot of people in one place. For me, that's just a populated room. But for something to be a community, there has to be a common drive, a common motivation. Okay, I decided to join NAS.io because I already have existing products. So I have a book and I have other courses. But a lot of my viewers and members of my audience would want another space where they can interact better with other NFG followers and other NFG fans. And I thought NAS.io would be the best option for that because it's so easy to use and it's so easy for them to subscribe. And through NAS.io, I get to provide private and super exclusive content that you don't see anywhere else. So that's where I provide my newsletters and my podcasts. So I'm very happy with the platform because other than my audience being happy about it, I also get to make a lot of money doing the thing I love doing. Magic Reach. Duh. It's so easy for me to reach my audience through Magic Reach. We all now know in social media, it's dying. Social media is dying. If you get stuck in social media, or if you build your brand on social media alone without anything outside of Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, in 5 years, give or take, you will lose your audience or you won't be able to get in touch with them. And I love how Magic Reach really gets me into their inbox. So anytime that I have an announcement, announcement. They get it via email, they get notifications, and if they don't open it, they get it through Discord, and there's no way for them to miss my announcements. And through Magic Reach, that's how I was able to gather more and more and more paid subscribers, because I just tell my subscribers, hey, if you like my content, why don't you share this to your friends? And I get to tell them that through Magic Reach. I've attended a lot of weddings already because a lot of my community members enter single and they end up having babies or getting married. And I love being a part of that special time in their life. And every time they get married, they always share that, hey, we met online through the NFG community. And I think that's always a fun story to share. And other than that, I always love it when I hear successful startups and businesses starting with NFG. I always want to believe that our brand, our community is the step one for everyone. So they start with me and then they start their own journey, and I get to be part of multiple journeys by many, many amazing people. So I really love that. Guys, the future of marketing and business is in communities. If you don't have a community yet, it's gonna be too late for you already, so you have to start now. If you want to create your project and you want to scale it, like really, really scale it, you have to start your own community. So I highly suggest, if you don't have one yet and you want to start your own, go join NAS.io, just like we did.